is your teacher caring? You know, and is your teacher passionate about what they do, or is it just another qualification? So I always say to the teachers that come through our training, it's like, I can make you a good teacher, but I can't give you passion, and your clients will know whether you have passion or not. Hi everyone, it's Tanya and welcome back to our YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what to look for in an instructor. So if you have, I'm just trying to think, like some of our clients have been with us for like 7 years or 8 years, or whatever it is. And if you have never had a bad teacher, then you don't really know what a good teacher is. So if you are new to Pilates or yoga or any kind of exercise, and these are the things to look for when going to your first class or second class or something. So the first thing is, how does the teacher pay you any attention when you first come into the class? And ideally they will take hold of your hand, show you where to stand. And sometimes I have in the past, I don't now, where a new person has gone to the mat and someone said, oh, that's my mat. I'm like, well, no, actually they all belong to me. There's nothing worse than a brand new person coming into a class and someone saying that to them. So, you know, make sure that your teacher looks after you and make sure that you know where you're going and all that kind of stuff. So that's the first thing. The next thing is your teacher checking throughout the class? How does that feel? Do you feel that? Where can you feel that? Do you understand what I mean? Reassuring questions like that so that you know that they've got your back and that they are watching what you're doing. You know, if that's a little bit harder, then try this one. Maybe if you want to make it a little bit harder, then try that version. So that is that part. Does your teacher walk around, or does your teacher stay on the mat doing their own workout the whole time? So unless, like I said, unless it's like one of those Les Mills, you know, the body ones where like an aerobics, you've got to follow the class. It's slightly different to like a Pilates class, yoga class, that kind of thing. But does your teacher walk around and actually look at what you are doing? Because you still get teachers that walk around and their heads up in the air. So it's like, does the teacher walk around? Is the teacher correcting anybody? So I don't particularly correct much on a new person the first time they come, because I want to see how they move. I want to see what's tight. I want to see what may be weak. So I like to look at new people's bodies first, and then if they come back to another class, they join our memberships, then I will start getting my hands. But generally, unless they might hurt themselves in the first one, I tend to just leave them and just let them move and just be in that moment without me digging my hands all over them. So, you know, is your teacher walking around? Is your teacher looking at you? Like, is there eye contact at any point during your class? So again, sometimes your teacher might walk around, but their eyes will be up in the air, or they're on their mat looking at the wall when all of you are on the one side. So that's another thing to look for. Does your teacher ask questions? Like I said, these are more for Pilates and yoga, but you know, does your teacher ask questions during the class? Can you feel this? Is everyone feeling it somewhere? Where do you feel it? Can you create space here? Can you lengthen here? Things like that to try and get your brain working a little bit more. So it's not a case of, right, flap your legs up and down 8 times. Do 20 curl-ups. You know, there are abs classes and stuff like this. Again, I'm just referring more to Pilates and yoga. Is the teacher making sure that the alignment, are they giving you alignment cues? I've been to a class where there wasn't one alignment cue through the whole class, and this is a yoga class, through the whole class. I'm like, well, actually, I'm not sure where my leg should be. I'm not sure where my foot should be. Or I'm in a side plank. Is my elbow directly under there, or is my elbow further away? So is the teacher giving you health and safety tips? You know, is the teacher caring about you? There's a difference between just turning. I used to call them hit and what did I call them? Teach and run teachers. They come up, teach, and bugger off again. So does that teacher take interest in your body for the time that you are with them, making sure that you are getting the most out of the exercise? So what one person on the mat is doing compared to what the next person on the mat may not look the same. We all have different issues in the body, but is the teacher accommodating both of those bodies, or does the teacher think, that's what it looks like on Instagram, you should all look like that? So have a look and just, start to observe the teachers that you go to. Maybe it's a teacher you've been going to for years now. Just, see, what do you like about the teacher? What don't you like about the teacher? Okay? So like I said, what was that? Yeah, so do you feel cared for in the class? Like I go to a yoga teacher in Cyprus and hi Vanessa, she's absolutely amazing, and I trust her 100% or 110% with my body. So I would be happy in her class to do some of the more, I want to say, extreme poses, not the harder poses, headstands, shoulder stands, forearm stands, back bends and that, because I know she's looking after me and she's not going to force me to do anything that my body doesn't want me to do. So it's, do you trust your teacher? Or do you know there's a past, like, I'm not going to try that because I honestly don't think she's watching me. So it's like, does your teacher watch you? So if I was going to teach back bends or something in the class, I'd probably pair people up, or one at a time they come to the wall where I can watch them, because I can't watch 12 people at one time. And I know who's capable of doing it on their own and who might do it in their own practice, so that's fine. But I will tend to, like headstands, forearm stands, any back bend things, I'll have them up against the wall and it'll be one at a time. So is your teacher caring? And is your teacher passionate about what they do, or is it just another qualification? So I always say to the teachers that come through our training, it's like, I can make you a good teacher, but I can't give you passion, and your clients will know whether you have passion or not. So you've got to love what you do, because you spend, an hour with people, or, a lot, because of the memberships, sometimes I get people every morning in my whole in the 5 days, we'll have the same people in the classes. So you might land up having to spend 5 hours a week with some of the same people. So you want to enjoy what you do, and you want to enjoy your clients, have the right clients for your services. So if you are looking for a class, those are the things to look for in a teacher. It is also worth, I don't really talk about qualifications much because it depends on the school where people have been trained, but just ask, have you done your training, and where have you done your training? So, our qualifications are through YMCA. Because we actually run studios, I kind of know really what needs to be in the courses, but I also know that there's a lot of places that do online courses, and it's like, how on earth do you teach people online? So I have done online courses, but I have my initial yoga training and my initial Pilates teacher training. So the online courses are more bolt-ons. Don't necessarily need me to have all that knowledge, but I certainly wouldn't want anyone that's only done an online course to be a Pilates or yoga teacher. They want to have had some kind of practical training with that. Are they insured? So you want to make sure that your teacher has insurance. So I hope that helps. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But if you've got any questions about teachers or about teacher training, then do just get in touch. Our email address is info@elitepilatesteachertraining.co.uk, and I shall get back to you. So have a lovely day, and I will catch up with you soon.